In today's tutorial, we'll be talking about determiners. In the previous section, we saw how complementizers can select for certain kinds of TPs, and now we'll be talking about what kinds of complements can determinants take. Now consider these two sets of phrases. The muffin, a muffin. The muffins, a muffins. To be is ungrammatical because a is singular. So how can we write this on the theta grid? Here, the feature minus plural ensures that a and an can never have a plural complement. Otherwise, the phrase will become ungrammatical. Now let's take a look at the. Consider these two phrases, the Lucy, the her. Both of these sentences are considered as ungrammatical. What's wrong? According to Carney, the can appear with any old nouns and most proper names. So how do we distinguish proper nouns, proper names from common nouns? We can indicate it by stating either minus or plus proper and minus or plus pronoun to indicate whether there is a proper noun or there isn't. Do all determiners, do all NPs have DPs? Now let's take a look at the sentence. The carpenter struck the nail. Here the verb strike takes two D arguments, one with an agent role and one with a theme role. However, what about these two sentences? Malfoy tricked Harry and leaves fell from trees. On the surface, there isn't a determiner in front of these two sentences. However, is there one? If so, in what form? According to Carney, pronouns, proper names, and plurals must have determiners, but silent ones, also known as null determiners. Without determiners, we would only have NPs instead of DPs, or NP and DP on the theta grid, which is ungrammatical. For instance, the sentence, carpenter struck nail, is ungrammatical because it does not have determiner. But the sentence, the carpenter struck the nail, is grammatical due to the presence of the determiner. These are some possible ways of indicating null determiners. We can say null plus proper, null plus pronoun, null plus plural, indicating that even though we don't see the actual determiner in front of a sentence, it's actually there. For countables and uncountables. For countable words such as dog, we can indicate it by writing plus count. And for uncountable words such as water or hair, we can indicate by saying minus count. For instance, many and much. So for many, we can indicate it by saying noun phrase plus count plus plural, because you would say many dogs, many cats, minus proper, and minus pronoun. But for much, you can say much work. It would be minus count because it's uncountable, minus plural since it takes the form of a singular word, minus proper, and minus pronoun. Although there are some exceptions. For the past several chapters, we have stressed that only one determiner is allowed with most nouns. However, in the presence of a quantifier, all, there can be a determiner and a quantifier, such as the example, all the animals. The other exception is in the presence of numerals, as in the 3 bears. Here are the two examples, all the animals and the 3 bears. And we'll take a look how it looks on a tree. So let's draw a tree. All the animals. All would take the place of D2. D1 would be the, and animals would be NP, which has been abbreviated with a triangle. Therefore, with quantifiers and numerals, they can both go along with the determiner. Thank you, and I hope you learned something about determiners today.